Hi, Martina. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hello, Charlie. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so I've got like 10 quick fire questions
Sure.
to shoot at you. So let's get on and start. What month and year did you do the Indiv Yoga 200-hour yoga teacher training course?
So I attended my Indiv Yoga teacher training course in September 2017.
Wow, God, time really flies. I can't believe
Really,
it's been that long. Wow.
a
Okay,
lot.
so
Yeah.
yeah, it
I
has.
still
Okay.
have such a great memory about it.
Oh, I'm
It's
so
so
glad. Okay,
impressed in
so
my heart. Yeah.
that's my next question. So, can you think of your three fondest memories from the course?
Yeah, sure. So, three fondest memories. Number one, I really appreciate the fact that it was all encompassing, meaning that we had classes every day, so a lot of practice, yoga, asanas, sequencing, conducting, but also a lot about philosophy, history of yoga, as well as meditation and mindfulness. And I loved the fact that we cover so many topics. And this also allowed me to choose which one to dig deeper into afterwards. And secondly, I love the fact that we practiced a lot, both as students. So every day began like in the morning with a fresh new yoga routine, and also we were able to practice different styles of yoga and get to know many types of yoga. And on the other side, as teachers to be, I remember from the second week on, every afternoon we dedicated quite a lot of time to conducting and sequencing also with our mates of in this journey. And third memory is that the place was absolutely amazing. I remember being in a oasis of peace. The shala was amazing. I remember the smell of incense, the atmosphere in general. It was so yogic, let's say. And also the food was amazing, the surrounding was amazing. And we were also so lucky about the fact of having amazing people and a great weather. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a great group as well, didn't
Yeah.
you?
The group was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, it was. Oh, I'm so glad. You've still got such a vivid memory after all of this time. That's so wonderful.
Yeah, I cannot forget it for sure. It was so amazing. Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay, next question. What are you the most proud of achieving on your yoga journey since certifying as a yoga teacher all those years ago?
Well, there are at least a couple of things that I'm really proud of. First of all, allowing myself to turn a passion, yoga, into a profession. And this, of course, gives me a lot of joy still nowadays. And the second thing is that as a yoga teacher, being a yoga teacher really allows me to give, to convey to people, to my practitioners, a sense of wellness and of well-being, not only under the physical level, but also mainly under the psychological inner level. Also, because I integrate yoga and psychology because I'm a psychologist, and I think that yoga is like a great tool to integrate the body and the mind and to help people feel really well, maybe starting also life change.
Yeah, I mean, and as a psychologist, it must be helpful having that background when you're teaching yoga as well to people.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes I give sparkles of psychology during the introduction, centering, or during the shavasana or during meditations for sure.
Yeah, they complement.
Yeah,
I mean, as you know, my degree was psychology as well, and I've definitely used psychology in my teachings, especially with private clients. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. What did you discover about yourself on the 200-hour course?
Well, I discovered myself as a yoga teacher for sure, but this was like the beginning of a journey that still goes on and will go on and on. I think the most challenging part was to find my own style. I think this is one of the most challenging and fun parts for each teacher. But above all, I think that the best thing was like discovering a source of infinite joy inside of me. For this, I mean that thanks to the teacher training, I found out that no matter what the conditions outside were, I found that it was my way of looking at things outside, which resulted into my emotion, my wellness, my way, the way I felt. So feeling happy or unhappy. And I really felt that yoga gave me this chance, and the teacher training was a discovery. I think that one thing that really helped was the fact that it was an immersive. So it was not a weekend and then another weekend and then another weekend. It was like 24 hours altogether for several days, and it's been life-changing.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, it's an intensive 15 days, isn't it? Let's
Yeah,
put it that way. Yeah.
really
Wonderful.
intensive. Yeah,
Okay. Yes, it is. Well structured, but it's intensive.
yeah, super intense, but amazing.
Okay. And what was the most significant aspect of yoga or meditation that you learnt on the course? Can you remember?
Well, sure. Well, first of all, there were many modules, many hours dedicated to meditation and mindfulness. And what it helped me find out is that everything is yoga. Like you can breathe yoga 24 hours a day. And so the course really helped me um, mm, introduct a yogic attitude to life, into my life. And
Wonderful.
I think that many people approach yoga for the funky postures, for the asanas, to become more flexible, stronger, and yeah, to learn something on the physical level. But then afterwards, they find out that yoga is much, much more. So in the end, they get away with uh, many instruments to overcome difficult, boring, frustrating situation thanks to the tool that yoga teaches. So I
Yeah.
think that yoga and meditation, which in the end are one, have this great, let's say, mission. Yeah, in this
Yeah.
sense.
Fantastic. I completely agree with you. Yeah. Yes, it does give you a lot of skills, a lot of tools
A
in your
lot.
day to day, and you're completely right. It helps you find that source of inner strength and peace that we don't need to search outside of us for.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think that the greatest tools are the ones for the mind and for the soul, and that the body is like a baseline to learn it from the most concrete, most physical part of ourselves. So the outer part, which is the easiest to see, easier to see the results also. But the best is like feeling it when all the work that you do outside with the posture, with the asanas, then results into a wellness inside, into a change, life change inside.
yeah, absolutely. That's a really, really beautiful way of putting it. Thank you. Okay. So, what are your plans going forwards as a yoga teacher?
So my plans going forward are for sure going on teaching. So as a yoga teacher, but also as a yoga student. So I like to define myself like as a forever student. So for sure, I will go on studying and learning. And
Fantastic.
yeah, for sure. And this is like guaranteed. And secondly, I would love to integrate more and more psychology and yoga. So like putting more physical work into my psychological sessions and more psychological work into the yogic classes, at least at the beginning and end in particular. So integrating the two also under a psychosomatic level, as we said. And thirdly, I have become a teacher trainer, and thirdly, I've become a teacher trainer myself, and so I would like to have the opportunity to go on conveying what I learned and what I go on learning in the long run. In the long run, also for those people who will become teachers themselves.
Wonderful. That's really, really great. I hope you don't mind. Milky decided to come and join us for a little chat. She was upstairs asleep.
Lovely.
I thought she was just going to stay asleep, but she decided she could feel your wonderful energy over the computer, so she's come to join us. Okay, so last couple of questions. Do you have a daily yoga meditation practice or weekly?
Yeah, for sure. Well, every day is a bit different, but there is like a schema that I follow. Each day for me starts with a meditation. It can be a short or a longer one, no less than 10 minutes, and usually until 20-30 minutes. And I just sit there in silence or with background music, or sometimes with an audio. And I follow my breath, and I start observing my mind. This really helps me start my day really fresh, like completely discharged and relaxed, but also stronger. And afterwards, sometimes, not always, if I can, I practice some sun salutations and stretching. So I love to stretch in the morning to start really well, to feel really well in the body as well. And and afterwards, when I manage during the afternoon, if I have some free time, I give myself some relax with or either a short meditation again, or asana practice. Sometimes it is take advantage of this moment to construct the practice that I then teach in my evening classes. So it can be like a moment both for myself and then for a preparation for what is coming next in my day. And whereas sometimes it's just for myself, little workout, and then really also cardio. Maybe I go out running in the nature, and then I meditate or I integrate with some other asanas. There is not like a fixed pattern or fixed sequence I follow. I listen to the needs of my body. I really like to focus and wonder like, what is my body asking me now, what it is needing in this moment. And so then it's what comes next. Then it also depends on the phases of the moon, of the season. It always depends.
Yeah, I mean, the body, as you'll remember from the course, I always say the body is different today than it was yesterday, and it will be different tomorrow. And yeah, it's definitely about listening to what your body needs on any given day and adjusting, because when we assume that the body is the same as it was yesterday, then that's when we can also create injuries and imbalances by not really becoming mindful of how your body is in this moment, and taking each moment and breath with a beginner's mind. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Well, that's wonderful.
I remember this teaching of you, which I brought with myself always after the teacher training. I remember you teaching this to us. It's been a really important message.
Oh, I'm so glad that it's helped you in your day to day. And what is the best thing about being a yoga teacher to you?
Well, being a yoga teacher is a duty as well as an honor, meaning that um, you have to like bring safety and in the practice of another person. But once you like get the confidence, once you get that trust also in the practitioner, then you have the opportunity to transmit a passion and to really make usually make a change or encourage a change in the life of another person. As I mentioned, the change starts with the body, because the practitioners, after as little as 1 or 2 months, are so happy, like saying, oh, I feel so flexible, I feel much better, my posture, my shoulders, my back. But then after a while, they start telling you that they feel happier, that they feel calmer, they feel more satisfied. And what I'm always surprised of is that, and amazed about yoga, is that yes, you can teach a lot, you can adjust, make adjustments, you can conduct a person into many asanas, but there is much more than meet the eyes. So there are many things that you cannot see, that you cannot adjust, which is all the thinking process that that takes place within, in the mind, in the soul of a person. And I think that once a practitioner starts this journey, is he or she is beginning a spiritual journey. And so in the end, being a yoga teacher is a big mission. I said a responsibility, a duty, but also a big honor. Yeah, definitely.
That sounds so beautifully put, Martina. It really does. It's an honor for me to have had you as a student, and there's a sense of pride in me knowing that you're out in the world, and you and I are in touch, and I love that, and I really look forward to you and I working together in the future and getting involved in some projects, especially now that you're a 300-hour teacher as well, so now 500 hours all in all,
Yeah.
at least, and you keep learning and studying, and I look forward to us getting together for some projects in the future. So just before we say goodbye, we could talk for hours, but just before we do, if people want to get in touch with you or find you, how can they do that?
Well, the main channels I use are my Instagram, which is marti.fit, so far at least, and then my website, martinamigoni.com.
Wonderful. Well, I'll add those as well into the description.
Oh, thank you so much.
So that people can find you. You're going to be in Barcelona majoritively, but also in the north of Italy, and online as well.
Yeah, exactly. Well said. Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, no, thank you very much for joining me today and for giving me this wonderful alumni interview. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you so much, Charlie. It has been a real pleasure for me, and hope you see you soon as well. Thank you so much.
Namaste, Martina.
Namaste. See you soon.
Take care.